Let's see what's on the agenda for today. Let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look. Blamby Jetty did that. Greens from Wollongong Painters. Razorback Rogue. Woonona Point. Sherbrooke. Wake and Fright. Sherbrooke? That's a good one! Let's do that. The Port Campbell Smokestack. Yeah, $500. That's a bit steep for only 2 songs. I think that's the shot. We're going down to Blamby. It's time to hit the road. Alright, looks like we're not watching Mad Wax Surf movie. Because we're watching an Australian classic horror movie, Razorback! We found it! Buddy, cameraman, we found it. We found the Blamby Jetty. Go. Wollongong had a massive community above the Illawarra escarpment. A whole village that was spanning from North Rule all the way down the south to Broker's Nose in Corrimal. And this community was called Sherbrooke. The main part of the village was above Bulli Pass, but that was called Bulli Mountain back in the day. But Ty, if this village thing was so big, what the fuck happened to it? Well, I'm glad you didn't ask, because I'm gonna tell you anyway. Alright, so get in your DeLoreans, because we're going 88 miles per hour back in time to 1855. 100 years before the year that they went back to in the first movie. So Sherbrooke was a quite a large community, housed nearly 100 people and 22 families. It might not seem like much now, but for the 1800s, yeah. It was in business for about 30 years. In the early days of settlement, Sherbrooke was mainly farmlands, 75 acres of, mainly types of fruit that would later be shipped around the world. Sherbrooke also had another name of Ferndale, but that was actually just a property that was up there. But originally it was called just Bulli Mountain, but the residents of the village thought that it might get a bit confusing due to all the other surrounding locations also associated with the Bulli name. So it was eventually renamed to Sherbrooke after Lord Sherbrooke Robert Lowe in 1882. Robert Lowe was known for the proposal for reintroduction of convicts in Australia. Access to Bulli settlement was gained by a forest road which branded west from the main road at the top of Bulli Pass into Appin and along Cataract, the Cataract River. I think the road that you used to get into was near Danny, what's that fucking restaurant on top of the mountain?
Oh fuck.
Yeah, Panorama House.
Panorama.
Yeah, it was around there somewhere. So in 1870, a settler by the name of Knight arrived to Sherbrooke, Knight with a K, arrived to Sherbrooke. He erected a sawmill and a dam to supply water to his steam engine. The village established a cricket team in the early 1850s and became known for their farmland, food, supplying timber to Wollongong, wildflower, and shows and charity events for the hospitals up there and around Bulli. It's also believed that the church in Bulli, across the road from the dog track, was constructed using sandstone and timber from Sherbrooke. Daniel, why doesn't anyone know about it, Sherbrooke? Why does anyone know? You tell me, did you know about it?
No, I did not.
You don't know about anything I talk about. It's a good thing you learn when you come here.
No, I do not.
Oh my gosh. Considering it didn't house many people, only in operation for around 30 years, and above the escarpment where not many people went, the main reason not many people know about it is it's underwater right now. See, just as the community was actually starting to get somewhere with it, accompanying more settlers and more buildings were being made, it was included in the catchment area in 1896 for Cataract Dam. So the whole village was abandoned in 1903, people moved out and the buildings were dismantled and relocated, and work on Cataract Dam began. When the town was destroyed, almost everything was removed except for a couple of old sandstone buildings, farming equipment and housing foundations. All that can be found along the Illawarra escarpment. Now just the Cataract area. not just the cataract camera. Sherbrooke School was the only remaining on-site building of the village and housed the range of the cataract dam until the bushfires of 1968. Basically, nothing remains of Sherbrooke except some old photos, and during the evacuation of the village, the Sherbrooke Chapel was purchased by a resident, George Blenko, where it was dismantled and relocated to High Street in Woonona. It remained there as a family home until 1993, when the site was bought for the construction of some townhouses, but luckily a group of historians saved the chapel and relocated it again to Grevilla Park. I think that's how you say it. I don't know how to read. In Bulli.
Grevilla?
Huh?
Grevilla?
No, yeah, I don't know. Where it remains to this day. As for the rest of Sherbrooke, it remains on the Cataract Dam, and apparently tops of the old buildings stick out under the out of the water, when occasionally the water drops. And since we're on the subject, did you know that Cataract had its own city? Yeah, it was called Cataract City. Yeah, it housed navies, labourers, engineers, officers, workers and their families. The community didn't last long, only from 1902 till the dam's completion in 1907. With a cost of $1.3 million, making it the first large dam in Australia. Temporary rail tracks were also built to help build the dam. They might still be up there, I don't know, you can't really get up there, it's a catchment area. So if you get caught, you're fucked. That's it. It's alright. That's it. End of the video. Let's
Nice.
go.
Okay, see you guys.